Hi, I'm Goldie Hawn, and we are going to talk about happiness.
Baruch here with genConnect, joined today by the one and only Goldie Hawn. How are you, Ms. Hawn?
Very well, thank you.
It's nice to see you.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
You have spread the word on mindfulness. You have an incredible organization, the Hawn Foundation, and you've done great work with Mind Up.
Thank you.
And I know that you now want to take it to the next level and talk about happiness a little bit.
That actually is one of the reasons why I started Mind Up, to tell you the truth, because this program that we're doing for children, one of the things that was concerning me about kids is that I wasn't seeing the joy. I wasn't seeing the happiness in children. They were growing up so fast. There was so much pressure on them. They were feeling all these stressors, and I thought, we've got to bring joy back to children, right? So it's one of the reasons why I started the Mind Up program from the Hawn Foundation that I've basically founded. So getting to that was about 10 years ago, and I think I started germinating these ideas about 12 years ago. And I started on a documentary on joy. And that documentary on joy, I just traveled around, I was putting things together, I was organizing a production, and found that 12 years ago, even maybe more, people were looking and going, gee, that sounds really great, but happiness? Exactly what is it? And I laughed because I had to explain that it was important, I thought, that we give people tools and let them know that happiness and joy is out there for the cultivation of it and the acting out for it, the intention. It's important, right? So we ended up not doing the documentary. And all these years later, I got a call from my publisher and said, we really would like you to do a book on happiness. So right now, I'm in the process of outlining this book and working on it as I did 10 Mindful Minutes, which was my last book. It won't be called 10 Mindful Minutes for Happiness. It'll be called My Journey Toward Happiness, because a lot of that has to do also with depression. Because we know that only until you've been very depressed or sad or down do you realize the importance for happiness and having a happy life. So that's how my happiness journey started.
And what have been the most important tools for you personally on your own happiness journey?
I think intention, probably, which is that I wake up intending to feel good. Happiness comes and goes, it ebbs and tides, but there's a well-being, a sense of belonging, a sense of optimism that I think promotes happiness, not in its active form, but more in its passive form, which is I feel happy inside. So it's the inside that needs to be tended to, not necessarily, getting an object or buying a new thing or, goody, I'm traveling here, there, wherever. It's really about how am I counting the joy, the blessings, the things in my life that keep me flourishing as a human being. And the data is extraordinary around happiness. It is not frivolous pursuit at all. It's really about what happens when you're happier. Well, your T cells do better. Your immune system goes up. What happens when I laugh? Well, incredible addition to what is going on with your own immune system. B, what it exercises. See how it supports your thymus gland. These kinds of things that you look at. When you give to somebody, dopamine is emitted,
Sure.
Serotonin is emitted. These are things that are chemicals in the brain, basically, that are emitted. Now, this promotes good feeling. So when you do that kind of thing is like, so you look at it as scientific. You look at somebody who's down and low and they're glass half empty.
Sure.
So we look at the glass half full. So the kids in the class talk about optimism and pessimism, glass half full. So it's in a way what I was born with and what I don't want to lose.
Is the happiness.
Yes. And if you don't want to lose it, you won't.
Well, thank you for sharing your happiness with us. And we will definitely keep an eye out for the upcoming book.
Okay, that's
Thank
fantastic.
you, Goldie Hawn. And
Nice
for
to meet
more
you.
with Goldie Hawn and happiness and, of course, mindfulness, be sure to check out genConnect.com.